Guys, so we have a big breaking news coming out when it comes to nation against nation and kingdom against kingdom. It says here Russia launched largest strike in Ukraine with reported 728 drones and 14 missiles, including largest strike in Luhansk and vicinity western Ukraine, with some 10 missile and 50 drones. Look at this map. The entire country was lit up red on high alerts, extreme high alerts. This is the biggest ever, the biggest operation. So Ukraine is now on high alert after announcing that Russia has launched its largest drone and missile strike since the war began 3 years ago. All right, guys, before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. And for those of you that want to help and support the channel, we do have the Cash App link and the PayPal link in the comments box and also description box. Thank you so much for your support. Okay, so we're gonna get to all this news, all this breaking news here, guys. So right now it's 9:06 a.m. Eastern time. You guys are getting this video around 1. Big shout out to YouTube. They send notifications out at a certain time. This is the reason why, again, it just messes up the channel. But again, I truly apologize about those notifications. That's something that YouTube policy puts out there, and it just not great for us. All right, so it says here there are no reports of civilians being out. Now, military airports in Zhytomyr, Kharkiv, and likely near Lusk were hit. And Lusk only strike in a factory and a parking garage are publicly reported. The NASA fire map shows that the Ukrainian air base and nearby infrastructure near Zhytomyr were heavily affected last night following the bear strikes. So they hit that region really hard. Possibly, perhaps there was some NATO equipment or perhaps US equipment, and they decided to hit it. Okay, so we do have this news that's coming out. I do believe this is the Kiev Independent News. They are putting out this information right now. Nearly everything was aimed at Lutsk, and Russia launches record of 741 drones, missiles targeting western Ukraine, July 9th, 2025. Donald's gonna say enough is enough. Enough is enough. We're getting involved. I do believe Donald's gonna come out and he's gonna say something. He's going to completely bash Putin. I do believe so. So we're gonna see what's going on here, guys. Again, please share the video. Russia launched what seems to be its largest missile and drone strike against multiple Ukrainian cities overnight on July the 9th, with the far western city of Lutsk coming under the heaviest strike of the war. Now, late spring and early summer in Ukraine have been marked by disturbingly frequent mass strikes on civilian targets, with the bear regularly terrorizing cities with ballistic and cruise missiles, alongside record-breaking numbers of kamikaze drones. Explosion rocked Kiev at around midnight on July 9, according to Kiev Independent journalist on the ground. The mayor announced that the bear drones were striking the city center and that air defenses were shooting down targets. And that's what we're trying to send. Donald, a couple of days ago, actually he mentioned it yesterday. Donald mentioned that he's going to be sending air defense equipment, all right, to shoot down, again, take those drones and incoming missiles. So the U.S. will be sending some air defenses. Now, Ukraine's Air Force reported that dozens of the Bear strike drones and ballistic were also targeting Ukraine's far west regions, with alerts of overhead drones approaching the western cities of Lutsk, Lviv, and I'm going to skip those other ones. Guys, I have a feeling that something big is going to happen to Moscow. I just have a feeling that Donald he's not going to announce it. He's going to do the same thing what he did to Iran. Iran, I mean, nobody was expecting that operation on the nuclear facility. I do believe that Donald is going to send a message. This is, again, Donald is going to send a message to Putin. And I do believe either St. Petersburg or possibly Moscow. The Bear launched what seems to be the most extensive aerial strike against Ukraine during the full-scale war. The Bear forces deployed 728 Shahed-type strike drones and decoys, as well as 7 KH-101 or Iskander-K cruise missile and 6 Kinzhal missiles. Wow. Once again, those are like their top missiles. Kinzhal, Iskander, and the KH-101. Now, Ukrainian air defenses has taken down 296 drones and all 7 cruise missiles, while 415 drones disappeared from radars, according to the statement. Most of the targets were taken down. Our interceptor drones were used. Dozens of the Bear targets were down, and we are scaling up this technology, Zelensky said on X. Okay, so this is like the heaviest strike. This is where most of the drones and missile were hitting in this area right here. This is like the western part. Not too far from Poland. Poland is like right here. And then you have Belarus up here. And this red one, this red symbolizes, this is Crimea. This was annexed, I think, in 2014. And these regions here, you got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Donetsk, Lviv, Kharkiv, I think, and Zaporizhia. All right, so these areas was also annexed back in 2023. All right, so Russia has taken these territories. All right, so, but this one here, this is something new. You see the pink box, Russia occupied territory as of June of 2025. Explosions were heard in the city of Lunsk in western Volyn Oblast just before 4 a.m. local time. Suspil reported. Amid warning of drones and missiles overhead, the city was one of the hardest hit during the strike. Now, once again, the Volyn Oblast governor, Ivan, said that the region had approximately 50 drones and 5 missiles present in the airspace overnight, adding that nearly everything was aimed at Lunsk. So give me a second here. The reason why everything is aimed on that region, because there's a possibility, there's a strong possibility Poland was sending a lot of stuff. Again, guys, NATO and US, we send our stuff and it reaches Poland, and then Poland sends it to Ukraine. And it seems like there's a possibility Poland was sending something here. And the bear has literally dropped the hammer. I mean, I could be wrong, but again, Russia has always gone after warehouse and infrastructure and grids and stuff like that. All right, so it says here, Lusk mayor said that a fire damaged an industrial site as well as a garage in what he called the most massive Russian strike on the city since the start of full-scale war. It says here, elsewhere in the region, the roof of a home in other regions caught fire, the regional military administration said. At least one person was impacted amid the strike, with a woman sustaining a chest fracture in the city of Brovary in Kiev Oblast. The regional military administration reported. Ukraine's Air Force warned late on July 8 that the bear had launched MiG-31 aircraft from the Savalika airfield, putting the entire country under an hours-long active missile threat. Swarms of drones were also heading towards multiple cities in Ukraine, the military said. The Polish Air Force said it scrambled fighter jets amid the strike to protect Poland's airspace. The air raid alerts were lifted in western Ukraine around 6:15 a.m. local time, after nearly 7 hours of warnings from the Air Force. Explosions were also reported in communities closer to the front line, including Dnipro, Sumy, as well as over Zaporizhia Oblast. The Russian ballistic missiles and kamikaze drones have targeted the capital. Other Ukrainian cities with renewed ferocity in recent weeks, taking dozens of innocents and injuring hundreds. The renewed strike on Ukraine come as U.S. Commander-in-Chief has promised to send 10 Patriot interceptors to Ukraine amid escalating tensions between the U.S. Commander-in-Chief and Putin. Now it says here it's a horrible thing, and I'm not happy with Putin at all, Donald said. I'm disappointed. Frankly, that president hasn't stopped the strike, Donald said on July 8. The comments come after the Pentagon halted air defense equipment shipments to Ukraine. Zelensky stressed that the heaviest strike of the war comes precisely at a time when so many efforts have been made to achieve peace, to establish a ceasefire. This is yet another proof of the need for sanctions. Our partners know how to apply pressure in a way that will force the bear to think about ending the war, not launching new strike. So that's Lusk. That's the region that got hit the hardest. The biggest strike ever. 700 something drones. That is huge. Give me a second here, guys. I want to bring something up really quick here. And we did talk about this last night. Hopefully I could find it. But it's an audio that was released of Donald saying that he would... Look, this is the one here. It's not only the Daily Mail. This is coming out from multiple sources. Donald told Putin he bombed the you-know-what out of Moscow if he strike Ukraine, and warned the Red Dragon leader, he launched strike on Beijing if he invaded the island Taiwan. Now, we did talk about this last night over my live stream. The link will be in the comments box. So again, we are definitely seeing Donald right now. He's really sending a message to multiple countries. Not only tariffs, but also, he's warning them about, you know, going after his allies. Give me a second here, guys. And you guys already know he sent a message to Iran, and that was also a message to the world. Donald is not messing around, basically. Give me a second here, guys. Alright, so far it seems like this is going to be all of it so far. But this happened right after I ended the live stream. I go live around midnight and I end like around 1 a.m. Eastern time. Right after I end the live stream, then all this breaking news was coming out. Alright, so once again, this is the latest breaking news updates. Once again, the sky swarmed. Russia launches 728. Actually, it's not 728. The number right now is 741. 741 drones. 741 drones in a single night. Ukraine just faced the largest drone assault of the war, and possibly in history. According to Ukraine's Air Force, the bear hit it with 741 drones and multiple missiles in a single night. Of those, 296 were taken down and 415 jammed or lost to electronic warfare. But the sheer scale is staggering. The drone arm race isn't coming, it's here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the future. WW3 is all different game nowadays. Drones, AI, cyber, you name it. Power grid alert. This is it. So Donald said that he is really fed up with Putin, and just imagine with this one, excuse me, with this one here. So I do believe Donald is gonna say something, but again, guys, there's a possibility we might have to get involved. Like Donald said back in March in 2025, eventually we have to get involved. Again, he said that back in March. So we're gonna see what Donald has to say about this new operation from Russia. But this is the biggest strike ever. Thank you so much for watching. For those of you that want to send us letters, a prayer request, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Once again, guys, $5 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream once a week. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Put your faith and trust in Jesus Christ, for He's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father except through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.